We all love the beautiful game. The passion it brings out in fans is something that is hard to match in other walks of life. And sometimes soccer is able to fulfill dreams for those going through difficult times, thanks to organizations like the Craig Willinger Fund. Here's Grant Wahl with more.
It began as the story of Baltimore soccer fans coming together to help one of their own. In the summer of 2008, members of the city's Liverpool Supporters Club learned about Craig Willinger, a Bayern Munich fan in Baltimore who had a terminal cancer diagnosis. They raised money and sent Craig to Bayern to watch a game in Germany. And when he returned, Craig Willinger decided to pay it forward to other young soccer fans who'd been stricken by cancer. Thus began the Craig Willinger Fund.
It's just a simple idea that someone's passion for soccer can help them really push through adversity in life.
It's unbelievable just how big soccer is in people's lives.
You just see the look on these kids' faces and just know what this means. The Craig Willinger Fund got started basically as a conversation in a Fells Point, Baltimore pub.
It started right across the street actually with a conversation about soccer, and she got to telling me that Craig was a huge Bayern fan. I said I wouldn't hold it against him, being a Liverpool fan.
Eventually the conversation got a little more personal in talking about Craig Willinger.
She told me that he'd been diagnosed with chronic lymphocytic leukemia, and it was a terminal diagnosis, and that all he wanted to do was go and see Bayern Munich play. Being part of the soccer fraternity myself, I went back to my Liverpool supporters group and I said, hey, I think this is something we should get on board with and see if there's something we can do for this guy and make a dream come true. Better part of 6 months later, Craig was on his way to Bayern to watch him play Cologne.
Craig kind of came back a different person. He was like, that experience for me was something that is better than any treatment I could have had.
For him, it was a transformative experience. He came back and he said that we absolutely have to do, those are his words, we have to do this for other people.
We decided the first trip, like, it's World Cup, we're going to send 5 kids to World Cup.
I had the honor of being the first honorees chaperone to South Africa. Katie Hudson, phenomenal woman. The US national team was unbelievable for us. They took us throughout the entire compound. Katie got to meet and have photographs taken with a lot of the national team players.
The inspiration was like being able to give this dream back to these candidates, these patients, because they're often forced to limit what they can hope for themselves because they need to have health first. And then they're lucky if they have health.
The transformative power of soccer is unbelievable. This is what gets them through.
We lost Craig in 2012, tragically. How gratifying do you think it would be for him to know that the Craig Willinger Fund continues to do these things?
He'd be really proud, and I know he'd be asking what's next.
Craig Willinger may have left us last year, but his legacy remains. The Craig Willinger Fund's next honoree is Sandra Frangos of Dundalk, Maryland, who gets to visit her favorite team, Real Madrid, this season. You can donate to the Craig Willinger Fund at cwfund.org.